Hello everybody, and welcome back to the city of Klatria. Now, before we get into the meat of today's episode, we've had a few name requests that I would like to fulfill for people. Now, we have a name suggestion for the town of Hill Valley, which I think this one. Where's the name? I don't see the name. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hill Valley. Oops. I misspelled it. Very good. And now, we had a request for the city of New Tom Hanks. Now, that city is of course a throwback to my SimCity 4 series, but we are going to make that, spoiler, our next city, which I'm going to be putting here. So we'll be coming back to this later, but this will be New Tom Hanks. Yep. We have a street request for Fleet Street, which is apparently a reference to a real place. I'm not sure where, but put that, and someone wants to be living here, so there we go. We'll make that your house, dude. We'll call that Sam Old's house. There we go. That's your house. I hope you're happy with that. Anyway, we are about to begin building, but if I've missed any suggestions, if anyone has any new suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Streets are obviously the easiest because there's like millions of them. So anyway, before we begin any new towns, I wanted to at least map out where downtown was going to be. Like, I've already put this here, but I kind of wanted to set the perimeters. So I had an idea where I would just make a baseline pretty much. And to do that, we'll start with that. We will do, let's see. We'll define the center as being here, and then we will fill everything out from there, which I will put on fast speed. So enjoy. Alright, here we have our downtown area, and yeah, it's big. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be when I planned it out in my mind, but I think that's okay. Now, my original plan for the downtown, which keep in mind we won't be building until we get to 20k, my original plan was a strict grid pattern, but the more I thought about it, the more I started to not like that idea so much. So I still decided to do a 12 by 12 grid, and, well, technically it's 13 by 13 because the center things have their own stuff, have their own area in between. So I was thinking I was going to still do the grid, but I would also change it up when we get there. But that's a question for later times. And I just want to connect these temporarily, or it will never stop yelling at me to connect them. So, yeah, going to take care of that. Also, all these roads and everything inside are by no means permanent. They're just placeholders to get everything sort of situated. So anything within this box can be considered non-kayfabe until we start actually developing it. One thing I will keep though, this will be our train hub, and I want to make 6 train lines eventually going out in each direction. So that's going to be fun to do when we get there. Now, keep in mind, I also want to make a smaller city over here, and that one will be a bit more freeform. But we'll get to that when we get to that. And I had another idea, pretty random, I know, but I wanted to do it, which is to take this road that goes between the 2 cities and make it some kind of golden road. It's a little green. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why. It just struck me that that would be cool. Alright, so there we have it. The golden road signifies the main way between our main cities. And now that we've done all that, let's happily power this. Even though we're not going to use it, I don't want the game freaking out that it has no power. Because the game loves to throw little pop-ups in your face. And the more of those I can eliminate, the happier we're all going to be. But yes, let's hit that play button and focus on our new town. This is at the intersection of 2 roads, so it's going to be based around this. Let's give our golden road a friend here. Let's make this town's roads... We've already had a deep red, haven't we? How about a deep purple? A very regal purple for Tom Hanks. I don't know. I think it's cool. We're just gonna playfully slap some roads down, setting up a few little patterns. I like how it subtly changes and then doesn't conform to the grid that it itself set. So yeah, there we go. Let me just do this quietly. Alright, we'll go with this. There is our new town. We'll throw a light here at the center. Once again, we will feature a relatively central police, fire, medical facility. Put a high school here. Town's big enough, I actually want to put an elementary school up here and down here. I'm tempted to put our first ever university here too, but we'll hold off on that. Maybe a library though, a nice big library near the center of town. Yeah, right there. Why not? Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I do like the idea of this being sort of a park area. We can almost put in the big boy here. But we can't quite, so we'll put in the small guy. One thing you can sometimes do, if you are careful with how you do it, you can put 2 parks and link them up. Like so. So we essentially have taken 2 small parks and made them into 1 big park. Now, I could put the other stuff here, but we do need to connect this to other places. So, we're going to come here. We're going to get our main road out, our pure black. And first of all, I think we're going to want to go over here, aren't we? That makes sense to me. So this can go straight for a bit. And then I think it's going to start playing some games with the hills over here. There we go. And now this comes to the time where we have to move some of the power lines that we put down before. It is very annoying to have to do this, but if you don't do that and you delete your power lines, you'll run the risk of causing power to be lost in many parts of your city, and you don't want that. No, you don't. Okay, we're gonna have that come around here. And then there. That is your main way to come down here. And now I think we need to connect with, well, I think once again, we have to look where the street wants to go. And we're sort of aiming for the center of town. So we're going to send this street on a little bit of a curve. We're going to have it go this way. It would be fun to keep some of these streets pointed in the orientation that they are going when the city is entered. So yeah, we'll just have the roads stop when they get to the city. Speaking of which, let's work on this one too. Boop. And then what happens when it crosses, who knows? We'll find out. Now we do want it to go also to New Tom Hanks. So we're going to have it split off here. Just going to happily go around the mountain. See how I dodged that power line? Very skillful of me, if I do say so myself. And we're going to intersect right there. And I like to put traffic lights at major junction points, so there, and we'll leave it at that for now. It's kind of crazy how a town this small can generate this much traffic. Like, there's just lines of cars coming in here. So this is one of the reasons to build organic and build slow, because things do take a while to develop, and there's really no point in trying to rush things. So we're going to have ourselves some facilities. I'm going to slap down a health zone. Our high school and our elementary school will go next to the... Actually, we'll put it over on this side. I can actually put a park right there in that little spot. Small playground. And we already put parks over here, so we're in pretty good shape. Make a box. Connect to something else. And bring over the power. Okay, very good. Now that we've done that, we are going to put some little commercial here and fill it in with residential. Pretty fun, right? I'm a fan. we'll keep it small. We'll just make like a few shops over here in the corner. And we will have some residential up here on the hill overlooking the park. Now, I don't want to build it on this side because I don't know what's going to go up there yet. Actually, I think it's safe to build it at least along here, because any road's going to be coming off of here. So let's finish that. And there we have it. A nice little place for all of us to enjoy. And as you can see, the town we made before, Newtown Hanks, is already developing quite nicely. So that's very cool. Alright, well I think that's enough for this episode. So, thank you for watching. See you next time.